Hello everyone. Let's start a new topic, kinematics. What is kinematics? Kinematics is just the study of motion, classifications and comparison. When we talk about kinematics, we take it as a geometry of motion. When we think about it, first thing comes to our mind that what is rest or motion? Actually, in this universe, nothing is at rest. Everything is moving with respect to another. Like, you think you are sitting in a room, but it is also moving with respect to earth, because earth is moving with respect to sun. Everything is moving with respect to another thing. How can we define rest? To define rest, we take it in a small context. Like, there is a table inside your room and we take this table is at rest with respect to your room. Okay. Or we take it is not changing. Its position is not changing with respect to its surroundings. Or what is motion? It means if with respect to your room's position of your table is changing, it is moving. So we define in rest or motion in a small context because everything is moving. To locate an object, we take some reference point. Take a point called origin. We define its position. You are moving from one place to another. What is changing? Your position. So this position is defined by a reference point, or your position is taken from a reference point, which is called origin. Here in this kinematics, normally we take an object. If a car is moving, we take it as a point of. Do not consider its length. Okay. If a train is moving along a straight railway track, a man walking through a level road, so we can say that only one coordinate is required to specify its position, which is called one-dimensional motion. It is moving in a straight line. How do we measure motion? We know what is position. We have taken a reference point by which we can specify the position. You're seeing that a car is moving at a time it was here, but after some time it moves and it is there. So what is changing? Its position. How do we measure its position? In terms of distance. Distance is measured in length, and with respect to which we are measuring, because its position is changing with respect to time, it is moving with respect to time. 1 second it was here and after 2 seconds it was there. It is moving from one place to another. And what path it should take? If it is moving, if a car or a bus is moving from this point, or we call as starting point, it can take any path to reach the destination. But what is the shortest path? Here you are seeing it is the shortest path. It is called the displacement, or we can take it in a particular direction. The distance traveled is called displacement, or a shortest distance between starting point and end point. Here you are seeing if a body is moving in a circular motion or in a circle, if we take a path along its circumference, we can say that it is a distance. But what is the shortest path it can take to reach its final point? So it is its diameter. Perimeter of the circle is the distance traveled by an object. If a distance is covered in a particular direction, it is called displacement, and it is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means a magnitude plus direction. Magnitude means it covers 2 meter, 3 meter, but in which direction? It is called vector quantity. If it is moving 2 meter along x-axis, we can say that it is a vector quantity and is displacement, or 2 meter along north, vector quantity. It can be positive, negative and zero. Displacement is the difference of final point minus initial point. What about speed and velocity? A car is moving from one place to another. So how can we define how fast or slow it is moving? Speed is equals to distance upon time. Fast and slowness of a motion is defined by its speed. It is a scalar quantity. If speed is along in a particular direction, if a car is moving along north direction and its distance is changing, means there will be some speed. That a car is moving in north direction and its speed is changing for that particular direction, it is velocity. Velocity is equals to displacement divided by time. It is vector quantity, means it has magnitude 2 meter per second in north direction. Now some graphs. You are seeing in the screen that there are different graphs of position with respect to time. If an object is stationary, its distance is not changing with respect to time. It is constant with respect to time. Its graph will be parallel to time axis, because we have taken x in the y-axis. X is distance or position of article, position of an object, and in along x-axis it is time axis. Its graph will be parallel to time axis. But if an object is in a uniform motion, it means it is moving equal distances in equal interval of time. It is a straight line. Okay, it is a graph of uniform motion in which y-axis is position and along x-axis it is time. And the slope of this graph is given by its velocity. And slope in the first graph it is 0. Third one is varying motion. If you are measuring distances, it is changing unequally. So we can say that it is a varying motion. So its graph is like a curve. You are seeing that if a car is moving, if an object is moving at 0 second, its distance is 0 meter. But after 1 second, it covers distance 10 meter. After 2 seconds, it is 20 meter. After 3 seconds, it's 30 meter. After 4 seconds, it is 40 meter. And after 5 seconds, it is 50 meter. In every interval 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. It covers 10 meter in 0 to 1. It covers 10 meter in 1 to 2. 10 meter in 2 to 3, and it covers 10 meter in 3 to 4, 10 meter in 4 to 5. It is a uniform motion. It covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. In every interval of time, in 1 second, it covers 10 meters. You are seeing a graph of uniform motions. Position is changing with respect to time at a constant rate. So it is a straight line. Slope is given by its velocity, dx by dt. Now if a particle is moving from one place to another and its distance is changing with respect to time, it covers in 1 second 10 meter, in 2 seconds it covers 15 meter, in 3 seconds it covers 20 meter, in 4 seconds it covers 32 meter, in 5 seconds it covers 40 meter. 0 to 1 distance covered is 10 meter, but in 1 to 2 it is 5 meter. So we can say that its distance is not constant with respect to time, and it is not covering equal distances or equal displacement in equal interval of time. It is called non-uniform motion. And a velocity time graph for uniform motion. You are saying in y-axis velocity and in x-axis it is time. And here we are saying that it is a uniform speed. In the first picture, its velocity is not changing with respect to time. Velocity is constant for every interval. 0 to 1 it is 40, 1 to 2 it is also 40, 2 to 3 it is also 40, and 3 to 4 it is 40. It is moving with uniform speed. Now average speed and average velocity. What is average speed? Average speed is the total distance covered divided by total time. Here you are seeing if an object is moving along a circle. What is the average speed? It means it is covering total distances. For one revolution, its total distance is perimeter. It means 2 pi r, where r is the radius of that circular orbit, and time interval is the time taken. Average speed of that particular object is along this circular path is 2 pi r divided by time interval. But what about average velocity? Mentioned earlier that what is displacement and what is the time interval. If object is moving, so what is displacement? It is the shortest path between initial and final position. The shortest path is its diameter, so the total displacement will be 0 divided by time interval. Now instantaneous velocity. If we define velocity at a particular instant, like speedometer, which gives speed or velocity at a particular instant. So we can define the instantaneous velocity of an object at given by limit delta t tends to 0, delta x divided by delta t. Velocity is given by dx divided by dt. Differentiation of distance with respect to time. This time tends to 0. We take here a very small time, or at any instant of time, difference between the time interval initial and final, it is very small, delta t tending to 0. Now what is acceleration? Acceleration is defined by change in velocity divided by time taken, and it is denoted by a is equals to delta v upon delta t. If an object is moving from one place to another, in the first figure you are seeing that if an object is moving from one place to another along a straight line at 0 second at a particular interval 1 hour, it covers 30 km, but next instant it covers 40 km. So it means speed is changing, or its velocity is changing for different interval. This is the accelerated motion, and change in velocity with respect to time. We can also define acceleration if the velocity is constant for particular interval, but the direction of velocity is changing. It is also accelerated motion. The direction of velocity is changing. Acceleration is also a vector quantity. It has magnitude plus direction. It can be 0, positive or negative. Negative acceleration is defined by retardation. Now instantaneous acceleration. Acceleration at a particular instant, or the limiting value of average acceleration of an object in a small time interval around that instant when time interval approaches 0. Acceleration is defined by limit delta t tends to 0, delta v divided by delta t. At particular instant, the time interval tends to 0, means very small time interval. Acceleration at that particular instant of time, the change in velocity denoted by if v is equals to dx divided by dt, then acceleration can be written as d2x divided by dt square. Now velocity time graph or uniform accelerated motion. Here you are seeing in the graph that velocity is along y-axis and time is along x-axis. If it is a uniform accelerated motion, it means velocity is changing uniformly. For equal intervals of time, the velocity is constant. From 0 to e, it is for t1 interval, it is some velocity. For e to d or t2 interval, it is another. So it means velocity is changing, but for particular interval, it is constant. We can say that this velocity time graph is a straight line and its slope is given by acceleration.